gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my braces today. I have a mixed feeling of happy and nervousness, but the main thing that I am is thankful to my beloved King for what's about to take place. I wanted to make you guys part of this journey, so we'll continue recording, but obviously until the next time. Hello to all the pearls of the Lord. Welcome back to this channel of Net of Pearls. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you're new, I welcome you to this page and I ask you to subscribe and to push the like button so you can receive the following context that whatever the Lord puts in my heart. And if you have been following me, I thank you for continuing following this page. Well, He is a miracle maker, a dream come true. Do you see any difference in me? Anything different? Do you see anything different in me? See? Yeah. It is. Yep, I got my braces. And that is a miracle that I'm going to be talking about. And guess what? Pearl of the Lord? How do you think I got my braces? Free. As you heard it, I got them for free. Because of my beloved King, because He deserves all glory and praise, and He comes first in my life, and I have to thank Him first, because before I got my braces, I prayed. I had been praying for years, but basically more for 1 month before I got them, and I didn't know I was gonna get them. I prayed for them. I said, Lord, please bless me with braces for free. And He is a miracle worker indeed. Now, I wanna start off by saying that I thank God with all my heart because He is amazing. He has blessed me with these braces for free. And I am gonna say something. This doesn't happen. Like somebody putting braces for you for free, it's a miracle. It really is an answered prayer. I am not promoting that this dentist place that they give out free braces and they do everything for free. No, I'm not. I am giving glory to God because just like every other business, you go to the groceries, you need to buy your stuff, right? You need to pay for it. You go to the mechanic, you need to pay for it, right? You go to the hospital, the medical, the doctor, you need to pay. Exactly the same with the dentist place. Now, let me go back and go to the story of how I got them for free. Indeed, He is a miracle worker. Well, back in April of this year, my son told he got his braces, but since last year, my son Jeremiah, who's going to be 15 years old in July, in a couple of days now, he's going to be 15 years old. Last year he started saying, Mom, I want my braces. And okay, so we started saving. My husband and I started saving for his braces. And in this year, thank God that my sister Norma and my brother, her husband, I call him my brother because he's my bro, John, that is Juan in Spanish, Juan and Norma were the ones who recommended us to Risas, and they found this the dentist place, and they recommended us to go there. I said, okay, fine. You know what? They spoke really highly of this place, so I said, okay, let us go. And I told my son Jeremiah, let us go there, me and him. So we went, and well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just go ahead and start off by saying that like a little preview of what happened when I was a teenager. So when I was a teenager, obviously my teeth were out crooked, right? And I was in middle school when I got bullied. I got bullied by teenagers that were making fun of me, telling me that my teeth were horrible. They looked bad. My teeth were crooked, and they said, you look ugly, and for you to be a girl, you look so bad. You look ugly. Ew, look at your teeth, and blah, blah, blah. And all these negative things that affected me as I was growing up, as a teenager, as an adult. I'll tell you this, it affected my self-esteem. It affected my self-esteem because I believed them. I believed that I was ugly. I believed that I didn't look good. And I believed those kids, their lies. and I was bullied. So my self-esteem was affected really, really, really much. It affected me. It was just, it was bad. Um, and over the years, as I remember, I told my Daddy, I told him, Dad, can I get braces, please? I did not tell my dad that I got bullied. I didn't. I reserved it because I knew financially we were not doing good. So I just asked him, Dad, can I get my braces? And we went to go to this dentist place at age 13. I remember that. I went to go, and they saw me. They did an evaluation. They did a cleanup and everything that day. But the results were too high. The price was too high for my father was the only one working, so they couldn't afford it. My parents couldn't afford it. We were four. They couldn't afford it. It was just out of the question. So then I thought, when I get married one day, and well, that was out of the question too, because I got married, and then I have my 5 kids. I have five kids. So as a mother, you usually put your children first. All of my 5 children, I take them all to get their 6 months cleanup. Whenever they need the cleanup, they have always gone. So I put myself last, and I said, you know what? That's okay. It's not affordable. I can't right now. And so, well, the point is that I left myself for last. So it affected me, One of the things that my husband told me was, you know what? You don't need braces. I love you as you are. You're beautiful. And you know what? I said, you know what? My kids come first. So, okay. I put it to the side. And as the year started going, I let that dream go. I just let that dream go. And when my son came up to me, he said, Mom, I want my braces. And the way he expressed himself, it was like flashback of how I felt when I wanted my braces. And I remember I went to my husband and I told him, you know what? I hadn't shared this with nobody, but I got bullied when I was a teenager. I'm not crying because of that, or I don't feel like crying because of that, but I'm just thankful to God because He's amazing. Because He truly sees our heart, and He answers our prayers. But I told my husband, I got bullied, and I don't want our son to grow up to feeling that he's ugly. I don't want our son to see and feel that he's ugly, or that he can't smile and put his hand, because let me tell you something. And when I was growing up, because they will make fun of me, I will put my hand like that. I would put my hand, and I would laugh, and I would go, I would do that. When I would talk, I would sometimes go like that or like that. I would just cover my mouth because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because I had been affected in that area because they had bullied me. So I told my husband, I don't want our son to grow up like that with low self-esteem when he is not, an ugly young man. He's handsome, and I don't want that to affect him. And I thank God the Lord touched my husband's heart, and we were saving since last year. And so my sister Norma and Juan recommended us to Risas. We went to the first initial visit. You know what I loved about them? Their friendliness, how awesome, they make you feel like welcome, like you're part of the family, like they make you feel at home, and so we went. And keep this in mind, previously I had taken like a month or two before my Jeremiah to his regular dentist, the one that he had been for a couple of years, and right there they told us that he was ready for his braces. So when I took him to Risas, right there the dentist told me, you know what, he has a cavity. And I said, what? I thought like, no, they just barely told me over there that he's good, and I don't think you can get a cavity within a month or less. So, and it was a rather sorry, I felt like crying, that's why. It was a rather big, like medium size cavity. So the point is that they said in order for him, he's all good, but we just need to do that feeling on him, and then he will be good for his braces to start. And I said, but you know what the amazing thing is? They showed me that tooth. They said, come here. And I was right there, and they showed me, look. And I said, I was amazed. And I said, what? This other place lied that he was good. Imagine that would have been grown. No. And I said, oh no, I'm staying here. Oh no, I'm staying here. And this is before anything, okay, of me. And I said, I'm staying here. And then so then they told Jeremiah, you're all good you're all set for your braces. So then the next time we had the appointment, we went, that was in April, then we went for his braces. Wow. I met Nikita. And Nikita was the one who put the braces on Jeremiah. And I was talking to her, and she made me feel right at home, like, like we've known each other for a long time, like that. It was instantly. That's how lovely she is, okay? And she started talking, to me, and I started telling her, expressing to her how I felt, how excited I was, because let me tell you, I think I was more excited than Jeremiah. Jeremiah was excited, but due to the past experience of my desire, that dream that I had, I was so excited. I was just excited, and I teared up. I started crying because seeing my son have the braces and that dream that I had come true in my son, I was happy for him. I was happy for my son because that was a dream that I wanted, and I knew my parents couldn't afford it. And I understood, and I had to let go of that dream a long time ago. And I told Nikita, I told her, when I told her how I was bullied and how my parents couldn't afford it and my husband couldn't afford it, and so I had a face mask on, and she's like, let me see your teeth. And I was like, immediately I was like, let me check let me check that everything clean. But at the same time, I didn't want to show my teeth because I was, I grew up with that, believing that lie. Excuse me. I had believed that lie. And I said, oh, okay, fine. She works in this. So I was like, I pulled down the mask, and I was like that. And she's like, you want to be seen? You could be seen, so we could see what's going on with you. And, the first initial visit, and then you won't believe how many people think they have a lot of stuff, she said. And it's rather really easy, and for them, the next step is just for them to get their braces. And it's like, I was like, really? She convinced me. But I didn't want to because I was embarrassed. I was really embarrassed. Nikita, I was really embarrassed. And my son, with all the things, like he had a plastic stuff, he was going, like, yes, mom, yes, do it. And I was like, well, I don't have money, I told her. Because in reality, Jeremiah's braces, we had to pay them, so I didn't have money. and so she's like, it's okay, it's on me. I'll pay for it, she said. And I was like, really? And so my son was like, yes, mom, please. He knows, obviously all my 5 children know that desire, that of my braces. And so I went, and I was already like, I couldn't believe that somebody would pay for me. Like, are you serious? Really? You don't know me and you're doing this for me? Wow, you don't know how special you're making me feel. And so I went, and I got not my braces, my x-rays. They did the x-rays and everything, and I was like, awesome. And so then they told me that I had to see, and that's where I met Dr. Vela. And he came in. And I was like, when I saw him, I was like, it's a guy. I was like, oh man, he's gonna think of me. And I haven't been to the dentist for a long time, and I'm embarrassed, and I just wanted to say, forget it. No, thank you, that's okay. I was so embarrassed because I hadn't seen the dentist since I was a teenager. So I was like, I wonder what he's gonna think of me. I was just like all these things. So I was nervous and sweaty, not because he's a guy, but because it didn't matter if it was a woman or a man. It was just, you're gonna see the inside of me, and my mouth, and it's not gonna be pretty. So he's like, hello. So I just explained to him, and I said, I haven't been to the dentist for a long time. And I was like in my mind, please understand, I haven't been to the dentist for a long time. And yeah, he seemed pretty cool. He's like, don't worry, this is what I do for a living, and let's see what's going on with you. He's like, so I was like, okay. He made it seem like so easy, everything was good. So I was like, okay. I felt comfortable to that, like, for me to say, okay, deep breath, Erica. So I was like, okay. He saw me, and then when he was done, I was like, oh, he's gonna be making a face like that, like disgusting. But all the contrary, it was the opposite. He was really nice, and he was concerned as well, because he showed me and he told me that I was losing bone, and that I needed to have urgently deep cleaning, because if I didn't take care of that, and also fillings, a lot of them. And he's like, he told me the amount, and he told me, I'll leave you with the nurse, and but I want you to understand, he said, that this is really important, because losing bone later on, if you leave it untreated, you could lose your teeth, and you're really young to lose your teeth, he said. And I got scared, and I said, oh, there goes my braces. I was like, oh, that's just gonna be for deep cleaning. And I said, oh, okay. So I got sad, because I was like, man, there's gonna be more. I don't know what I'm gonna have. We're just like, it's out of the question. There goes my dream again. And so we left. The nurse gave me the estimate and everything, and I was like, oh, this is out of our budget. This is totally out of our budget. It's just the cleaning plus the braces and everything. And I was like, oh. So I thought again, just let it go, Erica. Just talk to your husband about the deep cleaning. That's it. But no, when I saw Jeremiah have his braces put on, something sparked in me. That dream again came back to life. And the Bible tells us there's nothing impossible for God. There's nothing impossible for God. Luke 1:37. For God, there's nothing impossible for God. And I said, Lord, help me. And I came home and I talked to my husband, and I showed him the list, and I said, you know what? Not the list. I told him, you know what? This is what needs to be done. This needs to be. And he's like, oh, whoa. And I told him, but you know what? I told him I want my braces again. And he's like, oh, but you don't need them. He's like, I love you as you are. And he told me, you know what? But I'm not talking bad about him. He's just that. He's like, if you want your braces, it's going to have to wait, because we barely paid Jeremiah's. And he's like, right now we can't. So he's like, but you know what? You really don't need them, he said. And I said, yes, I do. And I said, okay, you're not going to put them on me? I told him, I'm going to pray to my beloved. I went straight to the room. And I bent my knees, and I said, oh, my beloved King. I said, Lord, I come before your presence. And I said, Lord, your word tells me that you are the owner of all the silver and gold. Everything belongs to you. I told him, Father, and your word says in Isaiah 54:5, it says that you are my husband. And if my husband cannot pay for it, I'm asking you as my husband to please provide my braces. And I asked him for something impossible. But your word says, Lord, that nothing is impossible for you. So I'm asking you, Lord, I told him, I'm asking you, Lord, I told him, for my braces to be free. Please, because you are my provider. You're the one who provides everything for me, I told him. I said, Lord, please. I don't know whose heart you're going to touch. 1, 2, or more people. I don't know. But I asked you, I told him, and I begged him with all my heart, I said, Lord, please, I had let go of that dream, but something in me has been stirred after I saw my son with his braces. And I ask you, you are my king. And I said, please provide this for me and give it to me for free. And it was a short prayer, but it was with all my heart. And I said, I ask you that whoever you're gonna use to touch the heart, because the Bible tells us that God used to touch Pharaoh's heart. He made his heart hard, and then he softened his heart. So I told the Lord, whomever you will touch the heart so that they could bless me so that I could get my braces for free, you will bless that person or those people. You will bless because that is your word. And let me tell you, that was it. And then another day we went to Risas, so that because I made the last payment and I need to get my receipt for Jeremiah's, the last payment for Jeremiah's, for his, thank God, because we paid it in two payments. We paid his braces because we had been saving. So plus we got a special. And I was there and Nikita was there. See, God has everything. He has control of everything. So Nikita was there. She's like, hey. And she's like, I didn't know what happened that day because she left that day. And she's like, let me see. And she went through the computer and she went and she saw. And long story short, she's like, wait right here. So I waited for her. And I waited. And I was like, she took a little, like a couple of minutes. But I was like, wait a minute. Did I hear correctly? Did she tell me to wait? Or can I just go because I already got the receipt? So I told one of the young ladies in the front, do I go or do I wait for Nikita or what? And she went to go see. She came back. She's like, yeah. Wait, just wait. So she came back. Nikita came out really fast after that. And she took me outside of the office. And she's like, okay, I'm going to use this paper right here. This is my daughter's 4th of July drawing. So she put Happy Birthday 8, America. And she did the fireworks. But pretend this is the paper that Nikita showed me. She's like, look, okay, you see all this right here? This is what you need to be done. Because you have bone loss and I need feelings and everything. And she said, listen, she's like, she went to go to talk to somebody in the back office. And she's like, so this is the response that I have. She said, for you. She said, if you promise us and make a commitment, your husband makes a commitment, or you guys make a commitment to do all of this, the deep clean and the fillings, then we make the commitment of putting the braces to you for free. It's on us, she said. I said, what? What? Did I just hear correctly? Let me clear my ears. Did I just hear correctly? You said what? I said what? And she said it again. And I started crying because I remember I put the paper on my face. Like, are you serious? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, what? Like, what? Like, and I told her. Sorry, it gets me emotional because the Lord has answered my prayers. And without Nikita and Dr. Vela knowing, the Lord has used them. And I told her, are you serious? Like, are you serious? And she said, yes. And I started crying and I hugged her and I couldn't stop crying. Couldn't stop crying because it has been a dream. It has been a dream, my dream, for me to get my braces. And I had been praying a month before, asking the Lord for my braces and for them to be for free. And I said, what? I said, I'm going to talk to my husband and I get back at you regarding our commitment. And I talked to my husband. My husband couldn't believe it. And And then my husband talked to her over the phone because he couldn't believe it. And so he made the commitment. He said, I make that commitment. He said, I will pay for her deep clean. And I will pay for her to have their feelings. And you know what? They kept their commitment. They kept their promise. As you can see, I have my braces. The Lord is the one who touches the hearts. The Lord touches the hearts. And without Nikita and Dr. Vela knowing, the Lord spoke to them and they heard the Lord. And you know what? I thank God. I thank God for His mercies and for answering my prayer. I thank my beloved King, my beloved, for loving me and answering my heart desires. But I also thank God for Nikita and Dr. Vela because they have a sensitive heart. Because without them knowing, the Lord used them. And you know what? The Bible tells me in Genesis. Let's go to Genesis chapter 12. Genesis chapter 12, verse 3. And it says, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. I will bless those who bless you. I will bless those who bless you. And in my prayer, I told the Lord, this is 1 month before, whomever you use, Father, your divine connections that you're going to use, you're going to bless them. Now, I want to say to you, Nikita and Dr. Vela, and anyone else who the Lord used for this to be a reality in my life, the Lord will bless you. The Lord will bless you for blessing me. Because He is a faithful God. He is a faithful God. And He is a miracle worker. And sometimes it's not economically. Sometimes it's with your life, with your health. That you have health because you can't buy health. You can't buy life. And so whatever way the Lord sees that is best for Him to bless you, He will bless you. He will bless you in whatever form the Lord blesses you, but He will. And I thank you because you have no idea. You guys have no idea of the blessing that you guys have given me. That you guys obeyed the word of the Lord. You guys obeyed Him without even realizing. So thank you for having that merciful heart, that tender heart. And I thank my beloved King above all, because I know that He's the one who moves everything, and He moved everything to my favor. And you know what? I am really happy and thankful. I'm emotionally speaking at the same time, emotional, but not only speaking emotionally, I am truly thankful because this is a dream come true. Now, Pearl of the Lord, if you have any dreams that is from past a long time ago or a new dream, my advice to you is put it in God's hands. If it's an old dream, you say, Lord, this has been my dream. I ask you to please help me. I give it to you. And if it's your will, move your divine connections to my favor. Please, Lord. He has no favoritism, and He loves you. Now, I want to thank the Lord God Almighty because He's the first one in my life. I have to give Him glory because God comes first above all, always and always comes first. And I also want to thank God because that day that they put my braces, I met Odalis, and she's the one who put my braces. And Dr. Z came and he said, oh, look at you. He said, look who has braces on. And I wanted to make you guys a part of this journey because this means a lot to me. And truly, truly, this is a miracle because I'm not promoting that Risas gives out anything for free. Not at all. Just like every other business, everybody has to charge and everybody has to pay. Well, so do they. That's why this is a miracle. That's why this is a miracle and I cannot keep quiet. But I do tell everybody that I see in the groceries, that I see out when I was renewing my insurance, where everywhere that I go, I told them, this is a miracle. This is a miracle that the Lord has given me. This is not just because they're giving things out. I'm not promoting that, but I will recommend them. I highly recommend them. And I was recommending them way before I got this, way before they blessed me. I was recommending them because they're awesome and they're amazing. So if you, let me tell you something, pro the Lord, do not let yourself go. If you need any, just go. If you're in the San Antonio area, I will link their number and their 2 offices. I believe they have 2 offices. And go pro of the Lord, and get yourself, because you do not want to lose your teeth, because having teeth, it is healthy as well. You know what? I learned that, and I was like amazed, because just by brushing my teeth is not enough. Flossing is important, and also getting your 6-month or 3-month cleaning, whatever is your treatment, whatever it is. Go get seen. You need your braces for eating. You need your braces. You need your teeth for eating. You need your teeth for smiling, because you don't want to be like that. So you need it. I highly recommend you to go with them. And if you live in another state or in another city and you're too far, pray to the Lord. Ask the Lord to show you where to go for the perfect dentist place, because I found mine. And I thank God, because you know what? One more thing, Norma and I had been praying my sister Norma and I had been praying to God. Lord, help us find the right dentist. We were looking, we were searching, we would give out each other the information. Who did I find? Who did she find? When she found them, not only has she stuck with them, but so have I. So I highly recommend them. And I wanted to thank you, pros, for listening to all of this testimony. The glory belongs to the Lord God Almighty. And if you have been blessed with this testimony, please, if you could put a like, and if you could share this testimony as well, I would really appreciate it. Again, I want to give thanks to God Almighty, my beloved King, for blessing me. I also want to give thanks to Nikita. Thank you, Nikita. And Dr. Vela. Dr. Vela, thank you so much. And also for Dr. Z and Odalis. Odalis, thank you as well. All of you guys are amazing, and everyone at Risas as well. Everybody. I do not know everybody's name, all those beautiful young ladies' names. But everybody, each one of you are amazing. And thank you for being that way. And may the Lord bless you all. Thank you so much. And until next time, for the Lord, thank you for watching. Be blessed. Bye-bye. Okay, bros of the Lord, I had my other side cleaned, so it's numb from this side. I had the deep clean. But I'm happy, and God is good. I can't talk that good, but I'm excited and I'm happy for this process.